yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. This is for all of us. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before we wreck ourselves. So I could say I used to be an Aaron and Miriam, because when you're spiritually blind, you can misjudge God's people. So now that God has got me where I'm at, that I'm appreciating things a lot more, and that I'm before I misjudge someone or push someone aside, that I'm really making sure that they of God and not just going by what it looks like or what they look like. So therefore, you don't want to put your mouth on the wrong person. You don't want to say things that you don't mean. And in this season, you don't ever know who you're going to need either. So don't misjudge people because you may need them. Don't go off of your own understanding because you don't understand. Be all right with saying, I don't know. Be all right with saying, I'm confused. Like, I don't understand where I'm at. I'm not on the same level. Or because we all have gifts. We all have gifts that God has given us. So Miriam and Aaron in Numbers 12, it says this. So, and the Lord said to them, now listen to what I say. If there were prophets among you, I, the Lord, will reveal myself in visions. I will speak to them in dreams, but not with my servant Moses. All of my house, he is the one I trust. I speak to him face to face, clearly, and not in riddles. He sees the Lord as he is. So why were you not afraid to criticize my servant Moses? The Lord was very angry with them, and he departed. As the cloud moved from above the tabernacle, there stood Miriam, her skin white as snow from leprosy. When Aaron saw what had happened to her, he cried out to Moses, "Oh, my master, please don't punish us for this sin we have so foolishly committed. Don't let her be like a stillborn baby, already decayed at birth." So Moses cried out to the Lord, "Oh God, I beg you, please heal her. Spit in her face." No. Heal her. But the Lord said to Moses, if her father had done nothing more than spit in her face, wouldn't she be defiled for 7 days? So keep her outside the camp for 7 days. After that, she may be accepted back. Whew. Baby, let's go to the understanding. So the understanding says this. Aaron admitted that he and Miriam had acted foolishly. It is easy to look back at our mistakes and recognize their foolishness. It is much harder to recognize foolish plans while we are carrying them out because somehow they seem appropriate at the time. Getting rid of foolish ideas before they turn into foolish actions requires eliminating our wrong thoughts and motives. Failing to do this caused Miriam and Aaron much grief. Spitting in someone's face was considered the ultimate insult and a sign of shame imposed on wrongdoers. The religious leaders spat on Jesus' face to insult him. God punished Miriam for her smug attitude toward not only Moses' authority but also God's. He struck her with leprosy and then ordered her out of the camp for a week. The punishment was actually quite lenient. A week was the length of time she would have been excluded if her father had spit in her face. How much more she deserved for wronging God. As always, God was merciful while exercising effective discipline. Yeah, so Jesus, we all have gifts. We all could be of value to each other. It's very foolish to just focus on your title. It's foolish to focus on what you have or where you're at spiritually. And when you use your gifts and your title the wrong way, you never know who you coming against. When people are out here asking for help to be mentored, when people are truly out asking, because the way that God teaches some of us, we know the importance of counsel, we know the importance of order, and not to be out here on our own doing foolish things. But some of us have a relationship with God. Some of us have a relationship with God where God talks to us in certain ways that most people don't even understand or don't even like. And this is why you cannot come against God's children just because you don't understand or God's not talking to you like that. Y'all must have forgot. God said, listen, of all of my house, because we are all his temples, he is the one I trust. So do God trust you enough to talk to you on the levels of what you see, of how he uses in how he uses other people and how he talks to other people. You gotta ask yourself, do God trust me enough? Like, and be for real, be honest. Do God trust me enough? Before I hate on somebody else that God talking to and God is using and they got gifts, do God trust you? Because, baby, he spoke to Moses face to face. Certain people, relationships, this is why some people don't like you, because the relationship that you have with God. It's so intimate and personal that you move when God say move. When you don't understand, you stay there. Like, you're not forcing anything. Like, people don't understand. The way that you have a relationship with God is way personal, and people wish that they had it. But, baby, coming against what you don't know, who you don't know, who belongs to God, could be the most dangerous thing. Even when you know that you're gifted, even when you know that you have something inside of you, you should focus on what God is doing inside of you and really be honest. God, am I limiting myself from you using me the way that you use others? God, am I still in my ways? If you still, because let's be real, this is a conversation that nobody wants to have. If you're still smoking and drinking and cussing, if you're still doing all of that other foolishness, you're fornicating. God can't use you the way that he used everybody else that gave that stuff up. No. You sharing a quote don't mean your relationship with God is solid. You sharing scripture doesn't mean that your relationship with God is solid. And this is where the enemy plays tricks on y'all, because you're still walking in sin, you're still doing sinful things, you're still of the world, that the enemy could come in like a roaring lion and play with you. And therefore, the moment that you come against God's children, because you don't know, you're looking at things wrong. You're looking at what they don't have. You're mad because, oh God, man, why they think they're all high and mighty. Look at them. They ain't gotta be like that. They joyful. What they smiling for? But why aren't you smiling? Why aren't you joyful? You see them going through hell and chaos, but yet because you think that you got everything and that you can fix things with your money, you can fix things with your power and your position. Oh, you might have the support that they may not have, and you're mad about them because they have nobody but God. Are you serious? Yeah, the conversations that nobody wants to have. God don't have those that are still walking in sin, because when you're walking in sin, that separates you from God. Let's have the conversation. God is close to those that are giving themselves up for him. That's when he said, listen, I need you to let the dead bury the dead. All right, Father, I'm walking with you. I'm picking up my cross. Whatever it's going to cost me. I left my children. I left everything. God, listen, no. Don't chase money. Cool, you got it. Let people talk about you. They're going to persecute you. Walking with God, they're going to persecute you like they did Jesus. Can you handle it? See, I grace my children for this. I've chosen everybody. This is why many are called, but baby, everybody ain't chosen. Many are called, but everybody's not chosen, because everybody likes what they do. See, some of them are so caught up in the world to where y'all overworking yourselves to keep up with the lifestyle that somebody else has, when you don't know what they went through to get it or to keep it. Y'all keeping up with people. You want the cars, you want the house, you want to show out. Y'all got something to prove, but God's children has nothing to prove. Those same people that y'all are misjudging are going to be the same ones that you need when God curses you. Those same people that you're coming against, you might be gifted. You might have, they were mad because God, why you? Hold on, and how you going to question God? How you going to question God? They were like, don't God talk to Miriam and Aaron? Don't God talk to us that way? So what's so special about Moses? What's so special about him? What's so special about her? What's so, like, come on, like, God, you're supposed to talk to all of us like that. We all your children, ain't we? But yet, you don't know what they gave up. Are you not giving up something for God? Because God will curse you the same way he did with Miriam. Oh, I'll make you sick. Don't play with me. I will take your life. I will strip everything away from you. Keep coming against them and find out that God ain't nothing to play with. This is why it doesn't matter how spiritual or gifted you are. If you come against the wrong one because of what you're not dealing with on the inside of you, this is why healing is so important. You have to deal with you so you're not coming against. But yet, when someone is gifted, y'all can come together as one. This is why it's so hard, especially in the body of Christ and in churches, that how is that you just have the title, but yet when you see someone gifted, you're coming against them when you could be learning from them. While we all are out here trying to have understanding and to learn, but we know that we need the body of Christ. We are all different. We are all different. So how about we come together instead of hating on each other and in the gifts, and you see this, you see that, but yet you don't know what is taking that person. You don't know what they had to go through or what they're going through to become the version that God needs them to become. Focus on your life. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.